As the history of Israel progresses, Israel experiences the curses of the Mosaic covenant. They are threatened with judgment, and in the end, actually, God visits the judgment of exile upon them for breaking the old covenant, the Mosaic covenant. But in that context, the prophets arise, and they promise that there will be a time when God rescues His people, renews His covenant, and this time it'll be a covenant that cannot be broken. In Jeremiah 31 and Ezekiel 36, this new covenant is explained, a covenant in which God will once again enter into relationship with His people. And now God's law will not be an external thing, but it will be actually written on their hearts. God will make His people new. He will cleanse them from their sins. He will wash them and be in their midst in a way that they never experienced under the old covenant. This became the great prophetic hope of Old Testament Israel in exile and after the exile. But it, again, did not happen. Even when they came back from exile and the temple is rebuilt, the temple is empty. The glory of the Lord does not descend on it like it did on Solomon's temple. And the people are left at the end of the Old Testament wondering when and how, where is this new covenant going to come into fruition? It doesn't happen until God's King comes, the fulfillment of all of the covenants, the Son of David, the fulfillment of the Davidic covenant, the seed of Abraham, the child of promise, who is Jesus Christ, and who through His own blood shed on the cross establishes the new covenant with God's people. It is a covenant that is not one of law, but one of grace. It's a covenant in which God's people are born again, made new creatures, now who delight in God and delight in God's law. Jesus Christ is not only the one who establishes the new covenant promised in the prophets and brought about through His death and resurrection, but Jesus Christ is the fulfillment of all of the covenants in Scripture.